coming in and speaking to this group of women who have actively raised their hand and said, I'm lifting the standard for myself, how I feel about myself, what I choose for myself. How dare I think that I'm supposed to come in here and give you some watered down version of what I feel that you really need to hear today? And so for that, I apologize that I put you in the category of, oh, she can't handle it. And I want you to know that today I've come in here with the intention to speak to the woman in you. And I know how strong and powerful and capable and resilient you are because I know that of myself. And there is nothing unique or special or interesting about me, apart from the fact that I have become a woman that has decided to believe the part of her that knows is worthy of being the part of her that leads in this life. And so today in this conversation, what I want to do for you is just shake shit up and ask you to take a stand for yourself, to decide again, to devote yourself again, to declare again that you are committed not just to seeing a number on the scale change and shift and go up and down as it will, but to devoting yourself to being a woman that is using this experience as a beautiful opportunity to see the way she can set a standard for herself in her life. She can decide what she wants and she can make that shit happen. Now, I know, and I've said, and I've never been shy about the fact that I hope you achieve these goals that you set for yourself because it's fun, because it's really fun. And you should be able to decide the way you want to feel within your body, the way you want your body to look. We have the power to do that and to change that and to take control of that. And you should. It's your prerogative as a woman to decide what you want to, reflect when people look at you. But I've never, ever, ever been shy in saying that some weight loss is going to be the thing that finally gives you permission to decide that you have arrived in your own life. There is no number on a scale. There is no number on a pair of jeans. There is no photo you are going to see of yourself that is going to be the permission slip you think you have to wait for to decide, I have arrived in my full power as the woman that is leading her life. And I just want to remind you of that. I want the results that you achieve in this program to be evidence for you that you can make things happen for yourself when you decide to. I want it to be evidence for you that you are worthy of being supported by people that can fast track you, that bringing on coaches to support you and help you is the smartest decision that you could make for yourself, so that you continue to ask for support and help in the areas of your life that you also need it beyond this. I want this to be evidence for you that things don't stay the same. That when you change something in your life, something will be changed and you will have an outcome that reflects whatever it is that you are doing, positively or negatively. If you do the things that you're supposed to do in this program consistently, consecutively, and with complete devotion and commitment, you will get the result you want. If you come into this program and you're doing things half-assed and you're using rationalizations and justifications and excuses for why you can't do exactly what your coach is telling you to do, your results will reflect that. Let this program be evidence of that, so that you can see the ways this is how you do things in your life in other areas. How you do one thing is usually how you do everything. I guarantee you, if you don't have control of what you are eating, how you are moving your body, and what you are thinking, it is likely there are other areas of your life that feel just as out of control. So, my beautiful friends, let me remind you, research has shown that most people, particularly women, are only aware of about 25 to 50% of the power that they have to activate their voice, speak their truth, take control, and lead. And the reason that is, I've spoken to you about this before, is that anything more than 50% of being in your own power starts to feel like a threat to the people around you. When you decide, I lead, I choose my decision, not my conditioning, not the traditions of my family, not the reflection of my community, I decide, and it looks or feels or sounds a little different to the collective around you, it starts to feel like a threat. And we don't like to feel threatened. We like to feel like we fit in, like we are accepted, like we are loved, like we are valued. And that's why it's so hard to decide we are going to change for ourselves. I experience this for myself all the time. I had a heated conversation last night with my husband. It wasn't really an argument because I'm not up for an argument about it. He was teasing me about some of the breath work that I was facilitating and teaching and posting online. He's always got some smart ass thing to say about it when I talk about connecting to heart center and breathing and doing certain things. And he was saying to me, you know, show them just like how hard you go in the gym and how strong you are in your conviction and the way that you speak and the way that you activate certain parts of your life. They don't care about how you're breathing. And I said, yes, but that is a part of me and it's part of what I do every day. And he said, yeah, but that's not like the stuff that people want to see. And what I realized is that the part of me that he sees, he appreciates, he respects is the part of me that comes into the gym. He met me in the gym. He knows me in this way, in this context. That's who I am to him. So when I'm trying to demonstrate other aspects of me, he's like, I don't know what this is. I don't understand what this is. This isn't you. And this is what happens to us. And I said to him, could it be true that just because I haven't been doing something for 10 years doesn't mean that I'm not allowed to step in and evolve and change and make this part of who I am? And that shut him up because he knew exactly what I was saying. It was, listen, mate, you better make space for me to grow and evolve and shapeshift, or I will find the space somewhere else. He knows this of me, right? And he ate his words a little bit. I think this happens to a lot of us in a lot of ways. We try and do something different because we want to generate change. Maybe it's a new routine. Maybe it's just, eating something different. Maybe it's deciding that I am going to be a morning person, or I am going to enjoy exercise, or I am going to try and have more fun in this family. And people look at us and they say, that's not who you are. That's not who I expect you to be. And they shame us. And because it is not a habit that is yet embedded within us, because it's just something that we are exploring, not something that we have fully embodied, we shrink and we go back to what is expected, what is normalized, and what is accepted of us. And that is why it is really hard for us to generate long-term, sustainable, fulfilling change for ourselves in our lives. So many of the women that I have worked with many times that have cycled back around like generating change in some area of their life and then going back and just like, doing the thing that made them feel like they needed to change in the first place, communicate that it was because their environment didn't change, their relationships didn't change, the way they communicated their needs didn't change. Beyond the intention that you set, beyond the goal that you set for yourself, other things have to change. And the first thing that has to change is the way that you see yourself and the standard you set for yourself and what you decide for yourself. Because people will not believe you initially when you change. And if you constantly give your power away, if you are constantly looking for the affirmation, the validation of other people to tell you that this step that you are taking is the next right step for you, or that you are headed in the right direction, or even that they are going to be by your side if you move in this way, you will always be limited to their perception of potential and possibility. Always. And the question we need to ask ourselves is, am I okay with living my life as a reflection of what the people around me have decided is acceptable?